Alright, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all my existing subscribers. Thank you for always coming back to our channel, and thank you to our new subscribers also. Thanks to those that bought us coffee. The last video I did, your coffee really helped us, and thank you to those that are always sharing our videos and commenting. In fact, your comments has encouraged me a lot. So I decided to jump on this particular comment that says, let me show you. Okay, this comment that say, hey, hello bro, thank you for the good work. I have one request, please. I need a video on how to make beats in Cubase from start to end, and a bit of different time signature. Okay, I won't be able to do that of different time signature for this one video because I've done that before in my other videos. You can just go and check on how you can make different kinds of beats on Cubase with different time signature. For this tutorial, I'm going to treat the part that says how do you make beats on Cubase. I'll show you my own way. There are other different patterns on Cubase you can also subscribe to, but this is just the way I do mine. How you can load samples on Cubase like you do on FL Studio, and this feature is not on every Cubase, just on Cubase 12 and 13, I think so. So without wasting time, if your Cubase is like this, don't need to panic. We have some icons on top here where you can actually disable every fixture and bring them back. So I can come back over to this last icon, click it, and it will come up here. So sometimes you just can be in this session, especially if you are not using the media session. So we have VSTI, we have media, we have CR is a control room. Mine is disabled because I don't use it. This is my meter. So in order to load samples, you have to come over to media. Now there are two ways to load your samples. Number one is loops and samples. This one you have to go into the Cubase dictionary to copy the samples and put them there like you do on FL Studio. So when you click here, they will just align on this session. The other way is to come over to your file browser, which is the one that is most common that everybody use. So click your file browser. Now this session is where you locate the samples. This session is where you can review it, and this session is where it plays. So I will load two kinds of sample. The first one I will load already made samples, while the other one I will load single samples where you can just make beats separately like this. You can understand, kick separately, snare, and put them together for you to. I will show you how to just combine them together to make a simple beat. So let's load a simple sample. So let me come out to my music. I have a sample here. So yours can be anywhere in your desktop. That's your choice. So I'll click this and just see this one. So if you love anyone, you just hold it, drag it to your playlist. Then you say copy file to project. You can leave it on. So now you can fit it into tempo. You can dance for another day. While there are some cases where it will just fit itself depending on how that the sample was created. So you can also go and drag another one. So that is how our samples are dragged from your library into the playlist. So okay, now so let's make a simple beat. What do we do now? We have to locate like that of the ones you use on FL Studio. So my samples are inside FL Studio. They are hidden inside FL Studio dictionary. So I'll just go over to my hard drive, click the hard drive, go over to program files, then of course image line, FL21, patches, then samples, my personal samples. So good. This is a kick. Okay, let me use this kick. I'll drag this here. That's one. Okay, let's say snare. You can type and search. Let me drag this one to save time. Let's say shaker or hi-hat. Okay, let's use hi-hat. You have to be careful. You can see this one is not starting from the beginning. You understand? It will give you a lot of issues when you are trying to align them into beats. So the first thing I will do, what I normally do, I'll make sure I'll right click on this session and put it on bars and beats. When you have that done, put on your metronome and set your tempo to what you want it to play. So let's listen to the tempo. Okay, I think this one is okay, 120. So I just want to make a simple beat a simple calypso beat. That's what is in my head. You can create anything else. You just need to understand how your time signature works. So now, if you look at this point, we have between 1 and 2 to just like that. We have some numbers on top of here. Zoom it out a bit. Let me zoom it out. So you will see as I'm zooming, the lines are increasing. Let your grid be on. Your snap grid, let it be on. If I click any portion mistakenly, it takes me to the correct spot. That's what grid does. In a bar, we have 4 count. That makes it 4/4. In between the numbers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So the kicks are going to be on this section 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, in order for me to move them accurately so that they will be on an accurate spot, I will just right click and put it on 60 fps user. So with that done, I will zoom out. When I zoom out, this is my 1. So I will just drag my loop to this point so that I will know exactly where the line will stop. So I'll go back, put it on 60 fps. Good. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll copy it, put it on this point, put the cursor on this line again. 2, that's 3, and the last one on this line, that's 4. So let's solo it and hear the kick. It's as simple as it looks. So what next I will do, I will just highlight the 4 and come over to audio, go over to bounce selection, and bounce them together to be one track. Now that I've done that, the next thing I want to do is my snare drum. My snare. All right, my snare, I need it to play differently. So let me take this out first. So you understand? That's what so it's coming like 4 times. 1, 2, 1, 2, which is 4. So watch. So one is coming from here. So I'll put my cursor here and just paste it here and see if it's correct. Let's go again. So it's not accurate enough. So I'll zoom it. Okay, I think this is good. Take note of this point. So I'll copy it and locate the next point. So I'll copy this. So after arranging it, look at the line very well. So you can just copy it and locate the next line. You can see after the start. So this is the start of another new one. Should be around there and paste. So let's see it. Very accurate. So those that understand music theory and sight reading, it will just be very, very simple for you and very easy for you to do. So the last thing I'm going to treat now is the hi-hat. So the hi-hat will just come on drop on the crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's hear the first one. So first of all, I will locate all the down beats, which is all this line. I will paste them on all the lines. That is my down beats. That's all my down beats, which is the one that is moving with the metronome. So let's hear it. So all I need is just to add one more. I need to be at the middle point of it. Very accurate. Aha. So good. I've done a rough beat. I can just drag a conga and just arrange it where I want to do it. Drag. Before you know it, you have done a whole beat with samples. So I will highlight them and just go over to my bounce and bounce all of them. So the next thing I will do, which is the last thing I will do, is to make sure they are on the line. So I will right click again, take it to bars and beat. So I will just add to this frame. So I will empty it and just bounce it so that it can be accurate. Then I will slice this guy. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to make everything align together from start to finish, so that as I copy, it can be accurate. So I will add to this also. I will add to this last edge also. I will empty it. Good. Let me add to this last one also. Please take note, understand what I'm trying to do. I also empty it. Okay, now I'll make sure this is accurately on the line. So make sure your grid is on. All right, so if you look at mine now, you can see that from start to finish. They are all accurate from start to finish. They are running from start to finish. So let's say it, and you can see it's moving with my metronome at the same time. So now I will put off the grid and just duplicate them. So that was why I was trying to run them from beginning to the end, so that they can just drop on the point. So I will just press Ctrl D and they will just keep going and keep going, so until the point where you need the music to end. So listen to it, and that will help you to be. I see that a lot of people have quantizing issues because of this. The beats are not quantizing because they don't know how to actually copy. So when you are copying samples, or you are copying an audio, you just want to copy and paste a voice or probably any kind of instrument, make sure your grid is always on and know how to set it. So ladies and gentlemen, this is how you make beats, simple beats, like how you do on FL Studio. You can do the same in Cubase 12 and 13. So the next tutorial I'm going to do, I will show you how to actually work further with samples. Alright, I know this tutorial has been helpful to somebody out there. You have learned something new today, and if you have learned something new today, please put it on the comment section or in the comment section to encourage what we do. I always love to see comments on my comment section. If you have further questions, put it there, I'll reply. If you have a request, put it there, I'll make a video on that also. God bless you. I'll see you again. Thank you.